Hi friends, it's Mari here for Honeybee Stamps. Today the Honeybee Stamps team is celebrating the release of the Homestead Harvest Collection. I'm going to be creating this card for you today as part of a YouTube hop. So I'm going to start off here by showing you the products that I'm going to be using from this new collection. This is the Homestead Harvest paper pad, which has just the most gorgeous patterned papers. I love the Honeybee paper pads. They never disappoint. And this little collection of pattern paper is absolutely stunning. I love how all of these papers coordinate together so beautifully. You can see that there's these just really beautiful teals and yellows. There's corals and pinks, really gorgeous colors. And I love how there's so many beautiful patterns that just work so well together. Really fun and beautiful. I am going to be using one of these papers here for my project. It was really hard to choose because all of the papers are so incredibly beautiful. There's a coordinating paper pad as well that's called Pinstripes and Polka Dots Homestead Harvest. You can just see how these really beautiful lighter colors work so well with the other papers in that Homestead Harvest pattern paper pad as well. I'm going to use the 3D embossing folder called Burlap for my project today, and I just love that so much. It's so great for adding texture to your project. I'm going to use this Lovely Layers Autumn Bouquet set as well, and also I'm going to use the Fancy Fall Layering Frames dies for my project. I started off here by die cutting out a piece of white cardstock with that frame set, the largest one. And I've also embossed a piece of paper and die cut it into an oval for my project. Now there's that other die from that Fancy Fall layering frames that I'm going to use to die cut out this really pretty little floral pattern paper. So there you can see all of the different pieces that I've die cut and then of course embossed as well. I'm going to set those aside and I'm going to do some more die cutting here, this time with the Lovely Layers Autumn Bouquet. I'm going to cut out these 2 leaf pieces here from some gold metallic cardstock. And this is going to give me the really pretty little pieces for the focal point for my project today. So I've just used my bitty buzz cutter to die cut those out. You can see how lovely those are. And now I'm going to show you the sentiment set that I'm going to be using today. This is the Sweetest Fall sentiment set, and it coordinates with the Mini Messages banner dies. I'm going to stamp out my sentiment onto some white cardstock with Honeybee Stamps Intense Black ink. And I'll just get that all stamped out onto some white cardstock, and then I'll use a coordinating die from that Mini Messages banner die set, using my bitty buzz cutter to do that die cutting as well. I'm just going to put that into my trimmer and just trim off any little excess paper that I don't want on the ends of this sentiment. I could leave it the way that it is, but I just thought I would trim it out a little bit. I'm going to start to assemble my card here by taking that first panel from that Fancy Fall layering frames die set and adhering that to the front of a top folding A2 size card base. Just going to give that a really good press, and now I'm going to take that really pretty pattern paper that I die cut with that other Fancy Fall layering frame. I'm just adding a little bit of liquid adhesive onto the back there, and then I'll go ahead and adhere this onto my card front. So once I've got that centered and pressed into place, and at this point there's no foam adhesive, everything's just flat to my card base, I'll give that a really good press and I'll be ready to go ahead and add that oval onto this piece. I've added that on with a little bit of foam adhesive so that it's a little bit dimensional. And I'm going to take these foliage pieces from the Lovely Layers Autumn Bouquet set and add a little bit of foam adhesive from some foam strips onto the back. I'll do that with both of these Lovely Layers foliage pieces and add those onto the focal point on that oval there. I just love the simplicity of this card. I think it's just really simple and pretty, and I love these foliage pieces. Now, while I'm adding this foam adhesive, I just wanted to tell you that in the description box below is all of the information for some fun giveaways that Honeybee is offering as part of this YouTube hop for the Homestead Harvest Collection. So make sure you check out the description box below. Make sure that you comment, subscribe, and do all those kinds of things for a chance to win a prize in this hop. So I've got those foliage pieces adhered down. Now I'm going to go ahead and take my sentiment and add that on. Just using my tweezers, I'll place that onto that little area at the bottom of those foliage pieces. And of course, that foam adhesive is just going to add that little bit of dimension there as well. I'm going to use the Homestead Harvest gem stickers to add some bling to my card. So I'm just going to take my pen blade and add 5 of these little gems in kind of that bronzy color. So I did kind of like check out to see which color I liked, and I really love this one. It just looks really, really pretty with the pattern paper, and it's just a really nice contrast with that gold metallic paper. At this point, I know that I've dropped a gem somewhere, but I'm going to look for that later. So now I'm just going to go ahead and take some more of those gems. Like I said, I'm adding 5 in total. And once I've added those, the card is finished. I have linked up in the description box to all of the different products that I've used from the Honeybee shop. Thank you so much for watching, and make sure that you hop along in the hop to the next person. See you later. Have a great day.